Hello. I have two cameras now. You can have them there, and I'm there. You can see me. You can see the camera. Hello, welcome back to TippyVlogs. It has been 4 months, 5 months, I can't remember. So I should probably talk about that. In case you missed it, I recorded a trumpet part for a record that came out in late October, maybe early November, I can't remember. It's in the community page and it'll be in the link in the description. So that's most of October off for me. And then November, I embarked on a doomed voyage. I picked up a keytar that was not working for too much money, and I set about trying to fix it. It turns out the issue was with some of the logic chips, and I do not have the tools or expertise to figure out how to do anything with that. I thought it was just like a blown capacitor or something. It was not, and I had to bin it, and waiting for parts and getting the motivation to work on it and try and find faults. It took a while to conclude that that project was dead and didn't have any legs. So then I set about trying to make a short for, initially just a short for this vlog, but it kind of spiraled into something larger. It's called Across a Green Lake. You can view it on my second channel, The Tap Hole. Currently that's the name. I do want to change it, but that channel will be home to things like that short, and as well as Verdance and the kind of animation, audio-visual little things. What's a term for it? Short film, sure. The vlog and my music is going to be here on Tippy Music. So throughout this video, you've seen that I've been intersplicing footage both from my old Xiaomi phone with stuff from my JVC camcorder. They look quite different. I'm not saying one looks better than the other, but there's distinct characteristics to each. I prefer shooting with the camcorder. It's a lot nicer to record with it. And I do like the look of it generally, but I feel like I have to learn how to shoot it a little better, because it's one that can get quite ugly if I'm moving it around too much, or I'm trying to walk while zooming in. It can get a bit seasickness inducing. So the way it catches colors and lights is quite a bit different, and I think broadly for the better, but there's stuff that I'd like to adjust a little bit. I need to learn about color grading. One day I will. Anyway, yes, the majority of the footage and photos in Across the Green Lake were done with my camcorder. However, the sky was done with my phone, and I think that was a mistake. I like the way that the camcorder gets the blue from the sky. It's a little less vibrant, and I feel like it would have sat better alongside the rest of the imagery. However, the SD card I was using to export videos from my camcorder died, so I had to use my phone for the sky. Like my old title cards, I'm still using them, the little TippyVlog animation and things like that. That's all done in a program called Krita. They do frame-to-frame animation in that one, and it caused me some issues. Especially, it was just the fishing rod. The first time I did the animation, I just didn't save it, and I lost it that way. The second time, I tried to export it as an MP4, but apparently Krita doesn't do transparent MP4s unless you pay them, and I didn't want to, so I tried to remove the background with a chroma key, and it ended up leaving a bunch of artifacts because the animation itself was really small, and it was hard to get. It was struggling to chroma key it out. So I redid the animation again, larger and in color. Originally it was just a little black line, the fishing rod, really, but I decided to make it brown and white because it had a little more contrast with everything that was going around it. The other animations were far less painful, but still very tedious, took a while. But I'm happy how they turned out. They're a little rough. They're very rough. I don't have much to talk about with the music. I wrote it pretty quickly. It took a little bit to mix. I had to do a full remix of it, but yeah, it's fine. It works. The focus I wanted to be was more on the visuals. They're what I put the most work into. On the topic of music, and I guess the EP that some people are desperately waiting for, I'm gonna take a new approach to it. I'm just going to try and write music that interests me at the moment, and if I like it enough, I'll put it on the EP. I think that the way I was planning to do it made it feel more like a checklist. It made it feel more intimidating, and I think just focusing on trying to write good songs, finding similarities in these songs, and eventually coming out with something, I guess, might work better. So the track I've shown off the most I will definitely finish up, but some of the more sketched out ones I think I'm gonna move on and try and work on things that excites me more. Yeah, end video.